Okay, we are back in Legend of Heroes, Trails into Reverie, and the time has come, boys, to take on the final dungeon, the Retributive Tower. So I don't know if I'm going to have to split this into multiple parts. I imagine that's to be the case. Now let's just hop up to the 35th floor. Because I know we're going to be zipping back and forth between parties. I just don't know if they're going to send us out with 2, 3, or however many. So we did not explore this. We'll talk to the NPCs before we move forward. Figures you guys would show up. So this is where you ran off to, Garcia. Heard you took the members of the EDF that had returned to normal and helped with the liberation mission. So these two also took part? Nah, they were here, so I figured I'd put them to work after the effects of that dance wore off. Some help they are. Tough. Pretty damn useless. I think that's supposed to be some help they are, though. Why do you say that? They're just like everyone else who hasn't broken free of the effects of the dance. They're still kissing Rufus's ass. You served under Lord Rufus ever since the Erebonian Civil War. He had the ambition of a man with half his talent and rank. We would do anything to see the future he saw become reality. So shouldn't that be twice his rank or something like that? That saying doesn't quite make sense to my head. And for what? We lost the Great War, and now our dreams have been crushed yet again. Our glorious Lord Rufus has been slain. So how can we possibly change sides at this point? As men who served under him, it is our final show of loyalty to see where this all ends. You two are that devoted. It's somewhat understandable. Rufus earned a reputation for being even more charismatic than the proper Duke Alberea before the Civil War. You must have seen quite the dream of that man. My lord? But you fell in battle. How are you here? Who's to say? Perhaps a ghost is staying before you. Regardless, I have my doubts that you truly understood what that man desired. Approval. Above all, he wanted to surpass his true father and be recognized. That's all. That can't be true, and even if it was, it wouldn't have deterred you from seeing the United Nation, a new era, come to fruition. Don't make me laugh. You're not revolutionaries. You're insurgents blinded by delusion. Stop and open your eyes. Your leader was nothing more than an escaped convict mounting an insurrection that threatened the entire world. A new era? A united nation? Mere words meant to glorify his despicable actions. It's surreal hearing that come from your mouth of all people. I have no rebuttal. Maybe you were intoxicated by the idea of changing the world. I thought I understood you in a way that no one else could. But how can we deny... I assume that's the wrong R. How can we deny our delusion after hearing all that? That's not the possessive, so... Why? Why did we ever agree to take part in any of this? What was the point? Finally got through your thick skulls, huh? I hate to tell you that there are still plenty more where those two idiots came from. So don't go thinking you're just some hero just because you dressed down 2 measly soldiers. Yes, I'm well aware. That's why our attention is on the tower first and foremost. That's right. I hope you don't mind continuing to look after people like them until we're done, Garcia. Just don't keep me waiting, Bannings. I don't know who you are, but you really hit me where it hurts. Maybe it's time to think long and hard about what I've been doing with my life after all. I feel like I just woke up from a long, long dream. Why have we just been doing what we told all this time without ever stopping to question it? I'll do what I can to slap some sense into the remaining EDF members. This is you kids' time to shine, like back with the tree. Go finish the job. All finished with your meeting? Yes, thankfully. We have the general gist of the operation. Now it's time to go over them with each division and organization. The RP will also be providing the necessary supplies for the operation. The majority of the weapons and munitions have already been delivered. Rest assured that the remaining supplies will arrive in time for the mission. Even with the help, I would be lying if I said our chances of success are high. We'll have to work together better than ever to overcome the odds again. I'll do everything I can to make this work as both the operation commander and as the one coordinating with the other nations. I heard you were using your NGO connections to share information with the other countries. You're a real lifesaver. Neither my grandfather nor I had the opportunity to do that given the circumstances. Please, I'm only doing what I can to help. Speaking of connections, have you heard anything from Arteria, guys? Yes, the Church has decreed both the Retributive Tower and Elysium are special exceptions that warrant intervention. They may be the exact opposites of artifacts in the sense that they could only have been produced in present times. But the other dominions have been mobilized to keep the chaos from spreading through the neighboring countries nonetheless. That's interesting, but not unwelcome news. Agreed, this operation is a very fly-by-night operation, but it may just succeed with the cooperation of so many different collaborators. That said, none are more key than your team. Make sure you're all ready for what's ahead. We will be, Commander. Yes, ma'am. We'll prepare as thoroughly as possible in the time before the operation. We won't leave with any regrets. So we get the Gaius note. Some ways these little friends are going to be helping with the liberation mission. I'm not surprised knowing the effect he can have on people. Well, let's not take the help for granted and do our part too. I filled in the pleas on what's happening. There are still things to discuss in greater detail later once the two sides sync up. There isn't much time until the operation begins. Make sure you're prepared for anything before then. Am I understood? Yes, ma'am. Rest assured the RMP will lend its support insofar as circumstances permit. I realize that the chance of success isn't exactly high for this operation, but we must do our part to beat these odds and help Crossbell come out on top. I'll be pointing her back at members and foreign liaisons with other countries to work right until the operation begins. The futures of all our homes are riding on this. Everything we do now counts, no matter how small. I couldn't put it better myself. I knew we could count on you. Thanks, Toa. I'm still not entirely sure just how much trust we should be putting in the former President Garcia Rossi, but I'm well aware that he couldn't have been liberated without them. It'd be in our best interest to keep working with them from here on out, albeit with an abundance of caution. So basically they get the same treatment as Richard from Sky. That is so lame.
Wow! The city looks so tiny from so high up.
We've got a good view of the tower from here, too.
Meeting at the rooftops our signal to begin, right?
Right. Best to wrap up whatever we need to do before going.
Now, in case you're wondering about the Sumerian weapons, the two best ones, ironically, are Wazy and... I'm drawing a blank. They're characters I don't use, so I was trying to get at. So because of that, I went ahead and I believe... I think I only used one. I got one for fee, and I think I didn't get another one. Thought it'd be in here, but I'm not seeing it. Hold on. I did buy a new gun for Ellie. Yeah, I only made one. Overall, I don't think we're gonna really need it, so let's just get on with it. There's still some time till the operation begins if we need it, or should we dive right in? Reverie corridor becomes unavailable. So I'm hoping this is voiced so I can take a break, even though I've only been at this for 8 minutes so far. Every preparation across the board was complete at last. Rosalia and Vita then entered Crossbell to take their places for the operation. Lloyd and the others then met up with them and waited for the operation to begin. And finally... 3 p.m.
It's time, Mr. Speaker.
Indeed. I must express my utmost gratitude to each of you for volunteering to go on this mission. I am unable to stand alongside you on the fighting front, but if I may be bold, I will still be fighting in my own way. Today we march for freedom, for peace, and for the future our families deserve. We have struggled on the battlefield, at the podium, in the press, on the vast reaches of the Orbal Net, and those struggles helped to earn us our signing ceremony mere days ago. Try they may to strip us of our victory, but the world has seen our strength before, and they shall soon see it again. They shall see that as long as the fires of hope burn within us, we will never yield, no matter the obstacle we face. We will now commence the final operation, the Wings of Genesis. I pray for your success and safe return.
All Guardian Force members and support units, move out!
Yes, ma'am.
It begins.
This is what will finally put an end to the chaos that plagues Crossbell.
Right. And usher in a new dawn for Zemuria.
I wish we could have played a bigger part in the kickoff.
I agree, but it's important that details for each step stay on a need-to-know basis to prevent any information from leaking. Don't worry. Your part's coming up, so just sit tight.
Ugh, sitting tight's about the hardest thing you could ask of us right now.
Good luck, Fran.
And Adios. Please watch over them.
We're approaching the danger zone. No sign of enemies yet.
Officers, be ready for battle at a moment's notice.
Yes, sir!
Enemy Sauber soldats in sight! Over 100 of them even! Just look at the size of them!
All right. Begin the offensive!
There are so many Zauber soldats.
But how? There weren't half as many at the signing ceremony. They must have built more at the military factory. With our side this heavily outnumbered. Oh! Look over there!
Ah, damn, ain't those...
It's the Dareflinger and Arc Royale! All branch campus units ready!
All main campus units, also ready.
Open the hatches! Soldats, roll out! Sir!
Better steer her right, Jingo.
You know I will. Time to turn a profit.
We'll cover your blind spots.
In and out in a flash.
All right, let's get this going!
Chingo, Josette, Tobal.
There's another Bobcat, too! That's gotta be...
Dawn and Kyle, they're here.
I wouldn't celebrate yet. Not more of them!
This isn't looking good.
Too bad for them we saw this coming.
Aren't those?
Society airships.
Not a moment too soon, I see.
I'm sure Duvali won't mind leaving this to us.
It's an honor to be able to fight at your side, Killing Bear. Different as you seem now.
Like here wants to talk. Now let's do this!
Never fear, my friends! The king has arrived!
Leo. Ines and Inea.
Credit to the idiot no one asked for, I guess.
Figures I'm not seeing Shirley, though.
Did you call everyone here, Vita? Well, they wanted something to do, so I pulled rank and gave them something to do. I'm so glad I got Zephyr's contact information during the war as well.
When did you...
Pull rank, please. This woman is never without her surprises.
But with this many on our side, we'll surely win. No, it'll take more than that.
I would bet soldats aren't all that are defending the tower. Look!
Watch out!
Brace for impact!
Ah! They mean business!
Brace yourselves! The second wave is coming!
Looks like...
Now this is what I call a good time.
We'll need to do Father Wazi proud on this one.
Father Thomas!
Looks like Vald and Scarlet made it after all.
That's the 5th Merkaba! Kevin and Reese are here!
Yeah. Wonder who the 3rd and 11th belong to.
We're pulling out all the stops here. At this point, we've got our win in the bag.
It's still not enough. We're buying time at best. It's not enough to win.
We're up against intelligence that transcends human limits. I doubt we've even seen all it's capable of.
Yeah, can't afford to miss a minute.
The tide is slowly turning against us.
I know those soldats are strong, but this can't be.
We're little more than a colorful crew assembled at the last minute. Our foe has Elysium. It's likely parsing data from this battle and adapting in real time.
In an instant, it can use that information to work out where its next strike will hurt us most. Exactly. Just like the Supreme Leader.
No!
That's what we're up against?
Is there no way for us to outsmart it?
Ask, and ye shall receive. Prepare for teleportation.
Zio!
Joshua, look!
That White Falcon must be...
The Courageous too?
But its engine got completely trashed. Emma, Celine, we're teleporting aboard! Right. Got it.
I shall aid you.
Oh.
It's white now?
This is the White Wings.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, but I would never kid, my dear Estelle.
this secret weapon was engineered in Liberl after the war's end. A sister ship to the Courageous II that incorporates its data to better fight the crises of tomorrow.
The high-speed cruiser, the Arcade 2.
I don't believe it.
Even Chloe's here to help now.
What a thing to be keeping in your back pocket.
Damn. You really outdid yourself this time.
I must say, even I didn't foresee such an exciting development.
Huh. Would it have killed you to have dropped me a line, Chloe?
Check it out! The Zalvar Soldats look like they're scared stiff or something. It's because we've defied Elysium's predictions. Now's our chance!
Uh-oh, something big's coming.
No barrier's gonna protect us against that.
Now, Grandmother! I know. Now, come forth!
Father? Major General Bardius. General Vantik.
When did they coordinate bringing the Empire's most fearsome warriors?
Blessings of the blue curse and flame be upon you!
An enchantment!
Are they going to? It's time they witnessed the roar of a lion. After the hell they incurred upon my homeland.
Go forth, my masters, and show your disciples and children that your skills have never dulled.
Nothing will ever dampen your fire, now will it?
And a show they'll have, for I would never have it otherwise.
They repelled it!
What the hell did I just watch?
Its mana supply has decreased. It's less protected at its base. Now's our chance.
Gaius!
Yeah!
Fire the main cannon!
Young ones! You must go forth! Not just to end this conflict, but to carve yourselves a new tomorrow.
Right! Wings take flight!
What's it doing here?
Rain!
Oh, what a show! I wasn't expecting them to unveil a new set of white wings for the occasion. All futile in the face of a super-intelligent AI, but I applaud their enthusiasm.
My, aren't you having a ball?
Oops! I wasn't expecting to be found. And why wouldn't I be? Have you any idea of how much data I've been able to gather, and still with plenty left to be divulged?
I understand you've been indulging yourself quite a bit backstage. But don't you think you've taken it a step too far this time?
Ha! The only difference between you and me is that you are having your fun with this conflict out in the open. Not to worry, however, I remain quite cognizant of my position as an Anguis. As I told Ren, I've shared my technical know-how, but the rest is out of my hands. My interest lies more in observing what he, as a product of the Singularity, is capable of achieving. That is all.
I think you're vastly downplaying your role in this. So you'll be keeping mum about what you know? Not even a little hint on how all this came to be?
And the point of that would be? You'll know soon enough. With that, I bid you farewell. I suggest you not dawdle in making your exit as well.
What an irksome little man he is.
Okay, so I got to enjoy, what was that, almost a 25-minute break. So the teams are split. Add 20 holy crap, so this is Team Lloyd. I'm gonna grab the crossbow guys. And we'll grab Mario's too. Prefer to keep the Iron Bloods on the other side. But you can see this, like, I'm good with these 10. Fine, we'll grab the Sky Crew too. Oh, it was Crow who had the other good weapon. Now that I see him here. His gave him speed on top of everything else. And, Wazy's gave him crit on top of everything else. He was the only hybrid weapon I think that had like a high amount of crit or something like that. Seriously, can I just leave these 5 on the bench? But for a lot of the NPCs, there were just 2 different ones, and they tried alternating them, hoping you wouldn't notice, I guess. I don't know. Well. So let it be known Cassie has saved the day. Nope. What a time for that Divine Knight to suddenly show up. How are you guys holding up? I'm alright. Nadia? Where are you, Nadia? Rufus isn't here either. I don't see S. What a disaster this is. Rather, we weren't separated from Lapis with how integral her role is in this. That night really blindsided us. It's like it knew we were going to break through the barrier. Guess we didn't pull off as much of a fast one on Elysium as we thought we did. We made it through, everyone did. The others are just somewhere else inside the tower. Retributive Tower. The inside of this place is just massive. You can sense the spirits of the deceased. It's as though it's become one with the world of the dead. Let's not forget the Archisms and the rest of these abnormal foes. Stay on high alert and here at all times.
Elysium is here. That means the central terminal has to be somewhere up above. But...
I'm an idiot. Just how could I lose her?
That's Nadia's brother.
I said I'd protect her for you, Ace. That I'd never leave her.
If I don't have S with me,
Don't be scared. The others are sure to be there with them. So your friends aren't alone. Rufus and me and all of us will be sure to take good care of you till we find them.
We know Rufus is capable enough on his own. But from what little I've seen, Nadia can hold her own just as well as he can. I'm sure you know that better than anyone with how long you've been together.
I know she can, but...
They must have already started moving. Can't be the ones to hold things up.
So let's go. To give us and every single person in this world a future, so we can share our days with those we love.
We'll pull through. As long as we're together in spirit, we always will.
And what are we waiting for? I won't let any harm come to Nadia. I swore it.
And I need Rufus and Nadia with me to better fulfill my duties. I need all of you.
We couldn't quell this crisis without Lapis even if we wanted to. May we combine all our strengths to see she is well.
We'll be leaning on you.
Sounds like our course is clear.
There's no telling what dangers lie in wait.
But there's no turning back now.
We have until 5 p.m. to shut this tower down.
We may come from across the continent and from all walks of life, but here we stand united for a single cause.
To move forward and get over this last barrier!
Right!
I knew they'd make a reference to a last wall or a last barrier. Cross that one off your bingo card, boys.
No way. It's impressive that Project Babel required constructing this thing without a single person noticing.
From what I can tell, the barrel and the system behind the Divine Lightning was built in the local military factory.
Between its communications network and stealth capabilities,
okay,
it will pose a threat if left unchecked.
Which is why we're checking it. We'll stop it. All of us. Together.
And there you have it. So, where's Ellie? Oh crap, I didn't bring her? Oh, she's right there. I was about to panic. Just to show you how I have them set up, I went ahead and got her the Lady Brand. For the longest time she's been using Confuser because of that massive Confuse rate. But we needed to finally upgrade her stuff. Speaking of which, I could look into a better thing for this one. I should do this off camera. So yeah, I'm good with having this as its own single video, and I'll make one tweak to her stuff. Might have something better for Randy too. Now, I didn't really care for Noelle or Wazy, but Risha, if you know, she's packing a whopping 96% evade. Yeah, knives out, boys. As for our last slot, I am looking for our lowest level one, which, ironically, we didn't I think I might just keep him with and see if I can get that one achievement, or mission, objective, whatever they want to call it exactly. So, can we hop over using this? Nope. Oh, that sucks a little. So we have her for delay management. Do we automatically have Joshua's, or do I need to select his here? I have to select his. That's we do have Kurt with us, so... yeah. So we're going to put Kurt in the active group, so that way I at least have his. And yeah, I'm going to tweak stuff off camera, and next time we'll start moving forward. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and good.